Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, pill people, and space soldiers. Today we're going to take a little break from the Doom costume by making a really cool sci-fi gun instead. Because I had to make one. So, hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. I did my own design here, so I don't really have any reference to how to do it, but usually it's drawing out off the screen. So I'm just going to cut this out of EVA foam that I have my own templates here that I have made. This will be a kind of a good guideline if you're going to do something quite similar, because you can make all kinds of interesting stuff. Like the Soldier 76 or whatever his name is from Overwatch. It's basically the same kind of layering doing things. So we have two of these here mirrored, and we are going to sandwich them together. And to do that a little bit easier, I come up with this good idea to push this through, and you see I'm struggling with that, and then I come to the conclusion just using the screwdriver to punch a hole in it and then put a little plastic sprint into it, or pin, or whatever. A little bit of, you see what I mean. There, now we have that. And that will be very much easier to center things when you are going to finally glue it. And you see, it's not going to be very straight because I used my hands, which are not completely computer accurate. So, anyway, we're now also going to cut out to place the barrel inside this. And I'm just going to make a little trench there. So first cutting straight in almost to the edge, and then just cutting from the side to side. And you see in the background there I have a little bit of political agenda going on there, because I read an article about, but the guy who is in the party of that, he actually signed my metal arm from Fallout because he understand the joke that his politics would lead us all into an apocalypse, which was kind of fun. So there we go. Now I have glued this whole thing together there with the barrel inside there. So now let's doing the upper part there. And as you see, I'm centering there it should be, and then I'm going to cut that part out with a scissor in paper, because that's very good to do. And then I'm going to draw the templates onto this advertisement plastic. And now I'm going to place it there and glue it in place there. See, like that. And this green thing here, which I regret doing, because I'm immediately going to change that after I have took the Dremel out here with a really high speed in this grinding disc, and just shaping off some edges that I need to be gone from this EVA foam. It's very, very, very good to do this. It's a very good result being this. I tried to do this before and failed, but then I got this other disc. And you see, I'm also going to make the little ejection hole there for the casings. And you see, there we are also going to cut a little line between the attachment thing, which is not really an attachment, as you see, it's stuck to the gun, but it looked good anyway. So, there we go. And now I'm going to take that green part template and actually going to cut this out of this orange EVA foam here instead. It's craft foam, sorry. But it is kind of EVA foam-ish. Anyway, so you see here, I'm just going to try to eyeball the whole things here by doing some trial and error cutting here to make it meet up in the middle. So you see, it's going to fold over there. So if you do this sometimes, practice this sometimes. So you see now I just fold it over and cut it until they have a seam in the middle where they are meeting, and then I am going to hot glue that together and just holding it in place until it dries. That is fantastic, right? And you see, also going to place some plates under it, and also some plates on the side. And you see, also covered up the handle. Here's the part where I forgot to film stuff. I'm very sorry about that. But I cut a little hole there and took the screwdriver right through it to punch a hole, and so the trigger can be held up, because the trigger has a little hole in it, because it scraps from a toy gun, which you can see here. So I'm going to cut off that trigger with a hacksaw and then glue it together like that. And now it is the day after, and I did not have enough rail mounts to do, so I took this little belt from call it a comb belt. I don't know the English word for it, but you have it in machinery or motorcycles. So this is an old wear out one when I saw that this could almost looks like a rail mount. So let's use that and just take some little pins and put in through and then just push them into the EVA foam. They will actually hold up. You do not need to glue this part. So this is a very easy way to, if you're just going to have something that looks kind of like rail mounts, that will be very good. And you see, now things are looking nice. And now I'm taking this toy gun part also and putting another barrel and into the barrel. And I do the reverse opposite by having a bigger barrel over the smaller barrel to attach the stock, which is also from an old toy gun. So now we have the silent rail mount thing here, where I'll just mark out and drill and take some screws that I have scavenged from toy guns I have taken apart. I will soon show you that. You see, like that. And now we remove them and go and spray paint them all black. And and also we're going to paint the parts gray here because, well, in sci-fi nothing has the same color. Maybe it has, whatever. Anyway, it looks spacey and cool, so let's use that. It is just normal gray color, which I have mixed up with some little bit of acrylic paint, so it will stick better to stuff like this. And you see, I'm painting the parts that is kind of important with exciting gray color, because gray is an exciting color, isn't it? And now we have the little slaughter, what I forgot to mention, but I just pushed a little bit part of the advertising plastic into it. And we're going to make that metal, because for some reason in guns the ejection port is shiny metal. I don't know if this has something mechanical today. The manufacturers, oh no, don't put paint on it, it's gonna worn out anyway, so just have it shiny. Yeah, if you have an answer to that, please inform me. Like when I look up why banana mags are shaped like bananas, which I've never thought about until the day I thought about that. So I looked it up. Internet is a fantastically good place. So anyway, we're also gonna talk about a little bit of anything why I'm painting here is that I was on YouTube Creators Day in Stockholm and met some other YouTubers. I felt a little bit that I didn't belong there because I do not really make like lists and makeup and stuff like that, but it was quite fun anyway, and I hope I can collaborate with those people in the future. Also, I'm going to mention here when I keep painting it, is that you see I'm going to paint a small little details here in silver, so they will point out a little bit, because it's very easy to make things look very, very, very flat when you have like stuff that is going to look new, so it looks like kind of fake in a way. So the more attention to details, the more like life these things will get. So I was talking about something else which I forgot about. Maybe I will come up with it. Oh yeah, so that was what I was supposed to talk about. I passed 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all, and I will come up with a special surprise video for that, where we will celebrate it in the most proper way for this channel. So now you see all this is old like screws I have collected from toy guns. I have pulled apart and other electronic stuff because I'm a curious bastard. Anyway, they can be used, and that is to be like all kind of electrics is put together with little screws. So just use them and put them back. So they will be used as decorative little screws, because they might not be necessarily used for actually holding things together. And this is some kind of interesting thing. So you see, I'm just taking the screwdriver and just pushing it and twisting it at the same time. Be a little bit careful. So, and then I'm going to put the screw back in again, and this gives it so much more realism and life for some reason, because it's a little detail that we usually forget about, that things are put together with screws, unless they are very big and obvious in some props things. Yes, so I might dragging this out a little bit too much, but I thought about it. I should mention the things about the 2000 specials, and also that the Doom guy is going to be continued, and also the YouTube things. The Creators Day, which of course is kind of fun. I don't know if I need to make a specialized video for that, but anyway. So now there we go. Look how cool this base gun is. I hope you find this informative, and I hope you subscribe and like it. Thank you so much for watching.